Hi, my name's Matt, and I'm one of our salesmen here at Gregg Distributors. Today we're going to show you how Petro-Clear filters keep your fuel free of contamination and your vehicles running smooth. So buckle up and join the ride on another Gear Up with Greggs. A fuel filter could easily be considered one of the most valuable aspects of an entire fuel dispenser system. That's because filters are the last line of defense at the pump, preventing the distribution of contaminants into a vehicle. When you're looking for the right filter for your application, you have to keep in mind the size of the particulates you want to remove. After all, particulates are found in varying sizes, which are represented by microns. A micron, or micrometer, is equal to 1/1,000,000th of a meter. The human eye can see substances as small as 40 microns. For example, human hair ranges between 40 and 100 microns, while red blood cell measures only 8. Each filter has a micron rating, which will tell you the size of the particulate that the filter is designed to capture. The smaller the rating, the better it is at capturing particulates. For instance, a micron rating of 30 can trap particulates as small as 30 microns. Now, a filter's job seems simple enough. Keep debris and contamination out while allowing fuel through. However, there are several different types of filters, all of different applications and types of filtration. Particulate removing filters are designed for filtering neat gasoline, ethanol blended fuels, and all diesels, including biodiesels. They are typically used in agricultural, commercial, and industrial applications. Filters designed specifically for particulate removal are able to filter out particulates much smaller than other filters, in some models as small as 2 microns. Now, when we add water and ethanol to the equation, things get messy. A little bit of water in your fuel supply might not sound like such a big deal, but I have 2 words for you: phase separation. Phase separation, to put it simply, is a separation of a solution into 2 unmixable liquids. Think oil and water. So what does this have to do with filters in a fuel pump? Well, just like with oil and water, this same process happens in gasoline. Some gasoline has between 3 and 15% ethanol blended in. This ethanol blended fuel is perfectly fine for most vehicles. However, when water is present, things start to change. Ethanol is more attracted to water than gasoline, which means that water in a fuel tank pulls the ethanol molecules away from the gasoline, dropping them to the bottom of the tank. Because of the way the tank is designed, it draws fuel from the bottom first, which means you've just dumped a whole bunch of ethanol-infused water right into the gas tank. This can cause stalling or permanent damage to the engine. That's why Petro-Clear came up with a way to detect this phase separation and alert the gas pump operator when it happens. Blue filters are for particulate removal and phase separation detection. These are designed to remove particulates while detecting the presence of ethanol water in ethanol blended fuels. These alert filters have been developed to slow the fuel flow to less than 1 gallon per minute if water is present. That means it's time to test the tanks for phase separation. Even though these filters do alert users of water in the fuel, they won't stop it. The filter will go back into full flow if it remains in service, allowing contaminated fuel to be dispensed, so be sure to check your filters often. These filters also won't be able to sense water in neat gasoline, but don't worry, we've got something for that coming up next. That's where these green filters come in. They have phase separation detection, water sensing, and particulate removing abilities. These green filters are a boosted version of the blue ones, with the ability to sense both water in neat gasoline and ethanol blended fuels. They remove particulates that are 10 microns or larger. Last up are the water sensing and particulate removing filters. These brown filters are used in neat gasoline, biofuel, and diesel to detect the presence of phase separation while removing particulates 10 and 30 microns and larger. They are often used in agricultural applications such as farm tanks. Now, another product you might want to consider to combat phase separation is CRC's PhaseGuard 4 fuel treatment. PhaseGuard 4 not only prevents phase separation by removing water, it also protects against corrosion, cleans the entire fuel system, and stabilizes fuel for long-term storage. But a good filter is always the best initial step. So Petro-Clear makes filters for just about anything. And if you need replacement parts, don't worry. Here at Gregg's, we've got you covered, from filter element replacements to adapters and filter cutters. Now that we've filtered through all this information, if you still have any questions, please don't hesitate to call us or leave us a comment down below. Or you can visit our website at greggdistributors.ca. Again, I'm Matt, and thanks for joining me on Gear Up with Gregg's.